Hello and welcome to a short video all about the attack helicopter and more specifically using it on Siege of Shanghai map. That is the favourite map for a lot of helicopter pilots. I'm not one myself. I wouldn't even class myself as a gunner. I'm just somebody who likes to, you know, sit in the helicopter with a good pilot, get myself a couple of kills, maybe get myself on a nice kill streak. As you see in the background, there's a couple of highlights that I've just shadow played after having a couple of games with my mate the other day, who's actually a very good helicopter pilot, so you should check out his channel if you want to see some awesome montages and things like that. I thought for this video I'd just do sort of a commentary over the top of a bit of gameplay, say a few of my thoughts on a few things, and maybe a couple of tips for anybody who is just starting out and wants to know the beginner loadout for being a gunner in a chopper. If you're looking to be more of a professional gunner, or you are very competitive or something like that, this probably isn't the video for you, but there are some funny things in the background that you might want to watch. I like to run with the standard 30mm cannon as my primary and then the TV missile as my secondary. As my optics, I usually go with thermal or zoom. I know a lot of professional competitive gunners like to go with the zoom, but for me, because I use thermal on the tank and I've played the tank a hell of a lot more than I play the helicopter, it makes sense for me to use that because, you know, I've tried both of them and I'm a lot better using the thermal. One thing that I really have noticed though since I've been flying in the helicopter is my awareness and my target acquisition has become so much better, and it even transfers over to the tank, because on a map like Shanghai with so many lock-ons and the HVM and two helicopters and things on the ground that can shoot you and RPGs and all the rest of it, if you are not aware of where the sting is coming from or where the lock-on's coming from and you don't shoot them down, you will find yourself getting shot down, unless of course you've got yourself a very talented pilot who can get out the way, dodge through the buildings and things like that. So it is kind of a good way of maybe getting better at that sort of thing. If you find yourself not getting better at it in the tank, then maybe that's something you could look towards doing. Videos like this as well also showcase how much of a tough time some helicopter pilots have on maps like this that have battle pickups like the HVM. I literally have no time for the HVM because, you know, it's a complete no skill weapon that you can pick up and shoot down a helicopter or a jet and do massive damage to ground units when it shouldn't really be there, and it wouldn't really affect the game if it's not there. You know, if you've got a helicopter on one side of the map that's really doing a lot of damage to your tanks and stuff, if you pick up the transport and attack helicopter with a half decent pilot, you can take them down. You know, it's not massively difficult to do. With your TVs as well, if you're fairly good at hitting them with the boat, you'll find that you're fairly good as well with the helicopter, providing that your pilot turns and aims towards the helicopter in the first place, because otherwise with these TVs you can't really bend them. You'll also see that in the background there are tons and tons of dusts, whether it be with the TV or the 30mm cannon. They are absolutely everywhere, and it is such a pain in the ass, especially if you're someone like me who doesn't hit all of your TVs. You know, I find it quite difficult sometimes if a helicopter's dodging or behind a building. I eventually do get a hit on him, and that would mean a lot for our team because it gets that enemy helicopter out of the sky, but it dusts, and then I'll hit another one and it dusts. And hopefully with the summer patch they bring some sort of fix for this, because it's just absolutely ridiculous how many dusts that there are on this game. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy this short video with a couple of highlights in the background. I'm not really too sure if I'm going to do, people have been asking if I would do a helicopter guide or something like that for them, but I'm really not good enough to do that sort of stuff yet. I could possibly do one for gunning in the future if I do continue to play, but I'm not really going to be that active in the helicopter, if I'm honest. It also gives me the opportunity in this video to ask you guys what you want to see on this channel. Do you want to see just more guides, tips, tricks, reviews, things like that? Or, you know, are there other things that you want to see? Just gameplay, a full game in the tank or something like that I can post. Live commentaries over the top, I can commentate while I'm playing on the game, or I can commentate afterwards, anything like that. Just leave it in the comments below and I'll do my best to implement that for you guys. As always, if you enjoyed, please leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.